35 horrifying car crash moments, the most shocking collisions ever caught on camera. "35 horrifying car crash moments, the most terrifying collisions ever." Have you ever wondered how just one moment of carelessness on the road can change the fate of dozens of people? Buckle up, because today's video will take you through 35 of the most horrifying car crash moments ever caught on camera. The story begins on a quiet highway at dawn. The sun is just rising, casting a golden glow over the road. Everything seems peaceful. A driver speeds down the highway, lost in thought, maybe about work, family, or just enjoying a song on the radio. But in the blink of an eye, disaster strikes. A truck ahead suddenly slams on the brakes. The driver behind doesn't have time to react, crashing into it with brutal force, triggering a horrifying chain reaction pileup. But that's just the beginning. In another busy city, security cameras capture a reckless driver running a red light, completely unaware that just around the corner, a massive truck is hurtling towards the intersection at breakneck speed. Within seconds, a deafening crash shakes the streets, metal crumpling like paper, smoke and debris filling the air. A devastating collision caught on tape, and then a brutal rear-end impact. A fiery red sports car races through the city, weaving recklessly between lanes. The faster it goes, the more dangerous it gets. But fate isn't on this driver's side. A truck suddenly makes a turn. There's no time to swerve. The sports car smashes straight into the side of the truck, flipping violently through the air before erupting into flames. Bystanders scream in terror as the inferno engulfs the vehicle. Crashes don't just happen on city streets, a treacherous mountain road where one wrong move could be your last. A massive truck carrying heavy cargo is making its way downhill, but the driver doesn't realize his brakes are failing. The vehicle picks up speed faster and faster. He desperately tries to steer, but it's too late. The truck tips over, spilling tons of cargo across the road, crushing cars behind it in a nightmare of twisted metal. Moments of life and death, escaping by mere inches. Some accidents seem almost unbelievable. A motorcyclist miraculously leaps off his bike just in time as an out-of-control truck barrels toward him. A family in a blue sedan comes within inches of disaster when a massive container truck loses control and flips over, missing them by mere centimeters. These heart-stopping moments will send chills down your spine. A lesson learned the hard way. Every crash leaves behind consequences that can never be undone. 1 second of distraction could cost you a lifetime. Always remember, when you're behind the wheel, you're not just responsible for yourself, but for everyone around you. Stay alert. Stay safe. If this video reminds you of how crucial road safety is, leave a like, share to warn your loved ones, and subscribe to our channel for more eye-opening videos. Drive safe, protect yourself and others. The nightmare on the road continues. The dust hasn't even settled from the last wreck when another catastrophe unfolds. A night drive turned fatal. It's late at night. A long stretch of highway is nearly empty, illuminated only by the soft glow of streetlights and the occasional passing headlights. A driver exhausted from a long day struggles to keep his eyes open. His blinks become longer, heavier, and before he realizes it, his eyes shut for just a second too long. Suddenly, a loud horn blares. A massive 18-wheeler is right in front of him. His reflexes kick in. He yanks the steering wheel desperately to the side, but it's too late. The sedan veers off-road, flipping violently before coming to a crashing halt in a ditch. The sound of crushing metal and shattering glass fills the night air. A moment of drowsiness turns into a life-changing disaster, speeding towards disaster. Meanwhile, in another part of the city, a group of young street racers are revving their engines, adrenaline pumping through their veins. The race begins. Tires screech against the asphalt, engines roar like thunder, and speedometers climb dangerously high. The neon-lit streets blur as they push their limits. One driver, hungry for victory, misjudges a turn. The car drifts wide, tires barely gripping the road. And then, impact. The car slams into a row of parked vehicles at full speed, sending debris flying like shrapnel. Sparks erupt as metal grinds against pavement. The racer's once pristine car, now a crumpled wreck. The race is over, But the consequences are just beginning. A highway horror show. A dash cam captures what happens next. A crowded freeway, drivers weaving in and out of traffic, everyone in a rush to get somewhere. A semi-truck driver, distracted for just a second, looks down at his GPS. Big mistake. When he looks up, a traffic jam has formed ahead. He slams on the brakes, but the sheer weight of the truck makes stopping impossible. The trailer jackknifes, tipping sideways, crashing into multiple cars, turning them into flattened wreckage in an instant. A small sedan, caught in the chaos, is pushed under the truck's massive body. Bystanders scream in horror as the vehicles skid across the asphalt, sending plumes of smoke into the sky. The highway turns into a scene of destruction, a chilling reminder of how fragile life can be on the road. Escape from fire and steel, then comes a moment of sheer terror. A fuel tanker involved in the crash begins leaking gasoline. A spark ignites, and within seconds, an explosion erupts into the night sky. Flames engulf the wreckage, and drivers trapped in their cars scramble to escape. One man, barely conscious from the crash, struggles to undo his seatbelt as flames creep closer. Smoke fills his lungs. The heat is unbearable. But just as hope seems lost, a group of bystanders rush in, smashing his window, dragging him to safety, seconds before the car is swallowed by fire. The road doesn't forgive. Every single accident in this video tells a story, a lesson in the unforgiving nature of the road. A single mistake, a brief distraction, or a moment of recklessness can spiral into a tragedy that changes lives forever. Drive safe. Stay alert, because on the road, there are no second chances. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more eye-opening videos. Let's spread awareness and save lives, one story at a time.